Hey everybody, and welcome back to Avernum. We're here just in, what's this place called? Pit of the Drake. We'll probably head up to Tower of Sulphurous after this as well. We only got like one fight left, basically. Hidden button here. Got some barriers to dispel. Wow. You need level 3 to get through there, unfortunately. We have the Chasm Drake. You are going to... not pre-spells. We're going to put up your Cloak of Curses. Then we are going to drop a save. You are going to do War Blessing. You have come to the face of the largest drake in these caves. No, the largest drake you have ever seen. The thing is enormous, almost the size of a dragon, and covered with scars. One of its huge fangs has broken off, though its magic and fire are still entirely intact. It lumbers towards you, hungry for flesh and treasure. As it moves, the stone shakes under its feet. The calderas that surround it begin to glow, reawakened by its motion. So we will start with Battle Crystal, and then we will just do an attack. Oh yeah, he's gonna be a toughie. We are going to summon Aid. What do we get? A Brain Rat. She's charmed, but we have Unshackle Mind. This is a scary one. Going to Adrenaline Rush and go for the Basilisk. That's what scares me the most. And hit a whole bunch of stuff here. Unfortunately, we can't hit that Drake. That's the Chasm Drake coming around the back. Okay. We're going to step down one. And then we will heal Marion. She's going to... She doesn't have... She has regen and Spine Shield, though. She'll pop that for the hasted effect, and then go on the Basilisk. Oh, he teleported back here. Okay. Holy crap. We're going to burn through a lot of our resources here. But things lined up pretty nicely here. We want to get it down to just the Chasm Drake left, because he's going to summon stuff still as well. Okay. We are going to do that. And then go for the Cryo Drake. Okay. We're probably going to have some deaths, but that's okay. We'll do that. Can't reach any of these. We're all still hasted. Try that. Didn't quite kill. Drop 2 healing potions. And do that. Doesn't get the ghast, but hits these two. Oh, doesn't hit him. That sucks. Okay. Just kill both of those. Nice. Chasm Drake's at half hit points. You still have a level up here. So go for the 30 endurance here. Boom. Boom. We'll keep putting points into his melee, make that a little better. And then we'll do protection. Let's keep going Lightning Spray, because it's the only thing that really deals damage to him that we have. It does okay damage, so. He's almost down. Barely alive. Come on. Okay. One of your blows finds a chink in the massive creature's leathery armor. The massive shudder the mighty drake slumps to the ground. It rises up one last time, trying to cling to life, and then falls. The chasm drake is dead. Looks like no way to hit both. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see how it compares. It's worse. So in flat damage, it's better max by a bit. Because it has the +5 crit chance and the cold res and the action point, I think it's better. It doesn't have the cleave, but I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. Don't see much else. Just scanning around. Okay, I think that appears to be everything. Ooh, that's the Chasm Drake then. I wonder what the people at Fort Remote have to say about me killing the Drake. We will go deal with Sulphurus as well. It's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go Endurance. Point here and a point here. Actually, I mean, this is good. Like, if you can take a look, it's gonna help out with her magic, fire, cold, poison, and curse all go up. But I want to put a point in cave lore because we're getting close to. I don't know how much we need to find that cache over there, but I want to. Wonder if anyone cares that I killed it. Mick seems rather taken with you. She grins, isn't he? Maybe I'll reward his efforts. She takes a sip of her stew and grins. Then again, maybe not. Okay. I killed those lizards you told me about. Oh, did you? Well, we'll sleep a little easier now, I think. She pulls out a sack of coins out of her pocket and hands it to you. There you are, a reward, part of our annual adventurer budget. She also offers you several rounds of wine and fine fungal ale, the special occasions stuff. In the end, you feel well rewarded. Okay, go ahead and... Actually not going to do the level ups yet, because I'm going to be a little cheesy here. The hidden cache was up here. I'm going to, one at a time, step on, see if we have enough cave lore, then do a level up and take a point in cave lore, and so on. Okay, not enough cave lore. 30 strength. Boom and boom. I forgot to do cave lore, because I'm a dummy. We'll put 1 point here, 1 point cave lore. Nope, we still need one more. Now, there was someone who could teach us cave lore. I don't remember who it was. Someone early on, one of the trainers, could teach us cave lore. Well, we are going to... Can't actually turn on our cloaks and whatnot, but let's head into the Tower of Sulphurous. We'll do Word of Elements, because that's what I'm expecting. He is a dragon after all. Cloak of Curses as well. It's like an offering altar for him. You are crossing a land bridge over a series of boiling, sputtering fumaroles. Through the steam, you see 2 rows of skulls on poles. A fortress of damp, gleaming basalt towers over you. That appears to be a greater demon. There is a demon imprisoned here, bound in by powerful magical runes. The loathsome, leathery creature paces back and forth constantly, obsessively looking for a flaw in his prison. It has possibly been doing this for years. When it sees you, it lets out a long, angry hiss. Then, resigned to its duty, it turns and says, "I am Baksa, the greeter. You have entered the lair of the mighty dragon Sulphurous. Be obedient and refrain from stealing, and you might leave alive." It has said those words many times. Why are you trapped in that magic circle? It angrily rakes the invisible barrier around it with his claw. "I am bound to welcome all comers of the home of the mighty Drake." What Drake? Sulphurous, mightiest of dragons. She placed me here to greet and give warning. He speaks the words with loathing. Well, what is the warning? Sulphurous requests nobody take the east passage from her chamber without her permission. Those who disobey will die by her fire. Dragons? How many are there? There are 5. I have not always been bound to Sulphurous. Who did you belong to before? Pah! I did not belong to anyone. I was a servant of Erica, and for that I earned good pay. But here I languish. Tell me about Erica. The arch incantrix. The demon looks around to make sure nobody is listening. He examines the walls carefully. Strange. Then he turns and speaks in a low voice. Sulphurous took me when I was on one of her errands. Very rude. But she has not forgiven this slight. One of her statues is here. One of Erica's statues? Let's just say it is well hidden indeed. If you, like me, are one of her followers, you will know what to do with it, and watch out. The statues are guardians. What do I do with the statue? Erica can tell you, but I cannot. Where does Erica live? A long way away from here, west of the abyss. The statues are guardians? What do you mean? Demon just smiles. There's something I'd like to know. Sulphurous does not allow me to share all I know, not without permission. To learn more, you must speak with the Drake herself. Go to her. My duty is done. There's an animated statue here, watching the steaming fumarole. Occasionally it scratches itself. Greetings. It looks at you, then back to fumarole. You talk to it for a while, but you can't get it to respond. Okay. Hmm. An enormous dragon, 3 times your height, her mighty length coiling and uncoiling, rests on a stone dais. There's an active steam vent outside the east gate, making her chamber painfully hot. When she sees you, she bares her fangs in a predatory grin. They are pitch black. Tss, a morsel comes to the lair of Sulphurous. Small, but skilled. Yes, I will parley with you. You might be useful for more than simply food. You'll parley with me? Yes. My actions and intentions are private, and you should not presume to ask of them. You shudder involuntarily. However, since you seem curious, I sometimes look for assistance. I'd like to assist you. You must, if you are one of those who want to pass through my fortress. Some humans have expressed an interest in that passage to the east, the passage I control. Tell me more. They, or at least this puny group called the Scimitar, expresses interest in passing it. Interesting things are beyond. I may allow you to pass to the east. You must ask permission. Then I formally request permission to pass through the eastern passage. Excellent. All you have to do then is give me the silver circlet and the onyx scepter. They are rare, heavily guarded, and highly valuable magical artifacts. Do this, and I will grant you passage through my domain. You'll be able to pass through the tower. Just me, or others? Sulphurous cocks her head to one side. The issue had not occurred to her. Only you, of course. Others must pay themselves. For powerful magical artifacts, others must be able to use the passage as well. Sulphurous sighs. You cough on the sulphurous cloud of smoke. All right. I will make a way for other human prisoners to reach me. To reach the secret thing that lies beyond. Agreed. But if they pester me, I will eat them. Tell me about the circlet. A silver circlet was brought down by some pathetic humans some time ago. It seemed to have magical power, but nobody could figure out what it did. I've only heard of it, and I don't know where it is. But the mystery is of great interest to me. Get it. Where is it? If I knew that, I would simply go and fetch it myself. My agents told me that it was stolen and taken to the abyss. It might still be there, or not. Tell me about the scepter. She roars and vomits a mighty gout of flame into the air. You almost faint. Black. A single piece of pure onyx, stolen from me. I know not who the thief is, but I know where it is. The Tower of Magi. Get it back for me. Why did someone steal it? It was magical and attractive, I imagine. What if the tower doesn't want to give it up? Show your strength. Take it from them. That is the way of things. Hmm. Can you teach me some of your magical skills? Ha, me? Waste my time instructing humans? Nonsense. A waste of time? Why? In a tiny bit of time, but a blink of an eye, you humans wither away and die. If you lived a few centuries, it might be worth it to deal with you. But as things are, no. Never mind then. What is in the passage to the east of here? I have given no word. I've given my word not to say. Given your word to who? Who are you to question me, fool? I was paid well for my discretion, and I shall not say. Look for yourself if you dare. Hmm. As you start to walk over this line of runes, you start to feel dizzy. You try to concentrate and force yourself to walk over them to the closed gate, but the closer you get, the more disoriented you become. Eventually, you find yourself standing back at the west edge of the runes. Your head clears, the gate is still closed. Hmm. Can't reach that button. Something back here. I'm assuming that opens this. Okay. So the silver circlet and the black scepter. We had another quest for the circlet, I think. I don't remember who wanted it. But I feel like someone else had also asked us for it. Which one is Koth? That's Pyrog. Where was Koth? That was Athron, that's Motrax, that's Pyrog, and this is Sulphurous. So I imagine Koth is around here somewhere. Hmm. Well, there's a lot of options where we can go, what we can do. It looks like we're pretty much done here, unless I wanted to fight and kill Sulphurous. I thought it would be aggressive as soon as I saw her. That must have been one of the other dragons. Um, hmm. I think there is an achievement for killing all of the dragons, so I may do that at like the end of my playthrough. But I'll try and do the quests first instead if I can. I don't know if the Onyx Scepter and the Circlet are items I can use myself, or if they have other quests they could go to potentially get other different rewards, but for now we're just gonna find our way back to civilization. Some interesting stuff though, sure. Let's go check up here. Should probably head to the castle soon as well. See what's up with that. We have another tower over here. Follow the path to Shaney's Bazaar. Something for everyone. Tucked into the far corner of this distant cavern, you find a round stone tower. The single entry is covered with a thick sheet of leather. A woman inside calls out to you, "Come in, come in." A sign by the entrance says Shaney's Bazaar. The tower is small, scented with incense, and packed beyond comprehension with all sorts of items. There are weapons, armor, and crafts made by human sliths and Nephilim. Bustling among the items is a short, stout, and possibly animated woman with black hair. "Welcome to my bazaar," she says. "I am Shaney, and when someone wants something, they come to me. Would you like to see my wares?" Coated cloak, rounded boots, swamp boots, slime-stained tunic, rod of defense, shining golden band, that's energy resistance, reflective pants, curse resistance, cake, Tinker's Bauble, +1 tool use. That's pretty cool. And a saw. This is the only thing that comes off as, oh, excuse me, um, really interesting, but it's 2700. Cool that I know it's there if I need it. This is Fort Saffron, which is on the edge of the abyss. Okay. Now this is Darmon. I think we learned that this was where the best smith was, right? Darmon, that sounds familiar. We found the trash heap of the city of Darmon. Garbage is heaped up against this wall. There are a few recent pairs of footprints in the refuse, heading to the south. Okay, maybe not. A grimy man paces back and forth in his cell. When he sees you peering in at him, he snarls at you. You're not a Dharma guard. I don't have to do anything for you. Fine, you can run yourself for all I care. Won't be here forever. They have to have some proof I stole something, but they never found any. Did you? No. Bugger off. He lies down in his bunk facing away from you. Okay. Too complex and can't be picked. This tiny, well-guarded room seems to be a hidden storehouse for stolen goods. Brigands have stuck all of their loot back here. Several skulls have been placed on the floor in front of the southern door. Ominous. And some demons. Well, it's a good thing I have the sword Demon Slayer. Not that he's a very good melee combatant right now. We're still working on that part. No buttons. Seems to be it. Ooh, big lag spike here. That was ominous. I'm gonna throw down a quick save just in case the game crashes. Be a good quick restart would do here. Ah, I see what happened. Well, hopefully the recording isn't getting too messed up. It's pretty late at night when I'm doing this, so something on Steam just started auto-downloading. So it froze up my computer there. I will do... Oh, I just hit load. Oh god, no. Quick save. Autosave? Okay. Good thing we saved that one there. Just had a mini heart attack there. I hit load instead of save. I'm going to drop that save down here, though. This has been going on for 37 episodes. That's crazy. You've entered a hollowed-out area in the center of a huge stone mound. Inside, you see cramped buildings and pale people going about their daily business. Soldiers on leave are carousing, enjoying their free days before going out to fight sliths. This is Darmon, a large town hollowed out in the living rock of Avernum. Okay. Sale on marinated mushrooms. Hestia, a charming, voluptuous woman, sits behind the counter, mixing up some sort of pate. Jars of preserved meats and preserves surround her. The smell is mouth-watering. Ah, she says as you enter, you look hungry. And if you aren't, I bet I can give you an appetite. Welcome to Hestia's Fine Edibles. What are you making? Delicious gourmet comestibles? I don't know that word. You may purchase some if you wish. They cost more than you may be used to paying, but I think you'll find the taste makes it worth it all. Worth it. All this is just my little contribution. Contribution to what? To the life of Avernum. I was miserable when I first came down here, but then I realized that maybe I could make something down here as good as up there. So I started finding ways to make the food better, and I think I succeeded. Now my husband, Clive, is still depressed about it, but, well, what can you do? Clive, my husband, he runs the weapons shop. Good man, but a little morbid. You cook good food down here? How's that possible? It's difficult. The ingredients are low quality, sick cows, stringy lizards, too many mushrooms, but the right flavors, the right marinades, and some work, and you can create things that taste as good as anything on the surface. Want to buy some of your treats? What do you have? Fruit? Yeah, just random miscellaneous food. Nothing I'm too concerned with. I guess is the weapon shop then? Yeah, next door. Oh, please tell me you have tongs somewhere I can steal, right? Oh, this is the armory that we heard about, though. Someone who actually worked with steel. A nondescript man sits sharpening a bunch of kitchen knives. He seems tired and detached. Oh, he says, a customer. I'm Clive. I sell and maintain Darman's fine steelwork. I'd like to sell you something. If we sell everything we have in our bag, we go from 5,800 to 8,200. What do you have? Lava-fired spear. How does that compare to smite? Um, +5 to magical damage is cool. If I didn't already have, uh, oh, she's using a lava-fired spear. That's why. Okay. Steel broadsword as well is pretty cool. Steel halberd has the damage. Yeah, it's more damage. We miss out on the critical, the action points, and the cold res. But, tempting. The critical hit chance is pretty big though, 5%. Because I believe that's additive, not multiplicative. It's not like a 5% increase on her base crit chance. It's just a flat 5% chance added on top of her normal crit chance. So I think it's a lot more useful. Some games do multiplicative. You see that very commonly in action RPGs and stuff, but we'll do the loop around the whole outside. Pylon chamber. Let's go grab this pylon then. Bunch of random junk. Good to know we have a pylon out here. The barracks. Ward Urla. A woman with a large spear stands by the door. She doesn't look impressed by you at all. What's back there? Darmon jail. You don't want to go back there. Make sure anyone in our cells regrets whatever they did. Can I go visit? No, only Darmon soldiers allowed in. Go away. Fair enough. Here's the mayor. The mayor of Darmon is an extremely placid, gray-haired man. He sits at his desk, twiddling his thumbs. A threadbare purple sash crosses his chest. He says in a lazy voice, "Welcome to Darmon, adventurer. I am Mayor DeBry. Consult our job board if you need employment. Otherwise, I ask that you don't drink overmuch or cause trouble." Not doing much work, eh? I try to keep out of the way, mainly. The people of Darmon are an independent lot, and they wouldn't let me be mayor if I kept bothering them, so I mainly do paperwork and deal with the council. What council do you belong to? King Micah's ruling council. That part is actual work. I and the other 5 mayors have been working like crazy to come up with ideas to deal with the slits. Plans, tactics, supplies, entertainment. And Micah just has to come up with that crazy scheme of his. Micah's scheme? Micah wants to hire a bunch of adventurer assassins. No way. Running the war is our job. All ours. I hope you aren't another group of adventurers come looking for a royal token, because if so, you're gonna be disappointed. I already have one. Ah, yes, just what we need, adventurers wasting Kingmaker's time. I always said ruling is the job of the rulers, fighting is the job of the army. Everyone else just wants to get in the way. Is there anything I can do for Darmon? He shakes his head. I don't usually hire adventurers, he thinks. Actually, we've been raided recently by bands of bandits. They have a lair northeast of Fort Saffron. If you could let me know who's been organizing the bandits, I'd reward you. Met a cunning bandit named Lagron in Fort Avernum. He escaped. Really? Lagron. That sounds familiar. Someone with that name passed through recently, started some fights, didn't say much. Might have gone north. Well, there are a lot of bandits up there. Yes, there's another group of them northwest of the Spire Fortress, but they only bother caravans. We haven't had time to deal with them yet. First things first. What makes you think that someone is organizing them? Because they've been raiding us and we haven't caught and slaughtered them yet. They've been more clever than us, and brigands aren't clever people. We must have help. Okay. And what do we have here? Darman Arms, fine food and lodging. Malka, a small, sweet-looking woman with a baby at her breast, sits in the corner. She smiles at you. She seems to recognize you, or your description. Do I know you? No, but I've been waiting for you. Waiting to tell me something good, I hope. The scimitar's blade is sharp, and its eyes see far. Oh, excuse me for a moment. She burps the baby. Where was I? Oh, yes, if you wish to strike a mighty blow for Avernum, go see our contact. Who's the contact? His name's Royce. He lives up in Bolsk. Ask him of the scimitar. We need your help. We all do. She starts changing the baby's diaper. You leave her to it. Okay. Learning more and more about the scimitar. Nixa, a buxom woman with wild black curly hair and a thick accent, tends to the bar. She absorbs and processes the orders shouted by local patrons and caravan guards. You finally get her attention. She says, "Now you. What do you want?" Don't actually need anything. Oh, God. I was really hoping to find pincers around here somewhere. Okay, there's a quest board. We have brigands on the road. Brigand infiltrators from the Abyss have been sighted in the Great Cave. One of them has been active on the road southeast of Darmon. Bounty is available to the hunter who can track them down. When the deed is done, a bounty can be collected from Mayor DeBry or of Darmon. Okay. Bandit Keep. A new group of bandits has been sighted in the area of the ruins northwest of Fort Saffron. Lord Allison of the Spire Fortress has been tasked to hunt them down before they can settle into the ruins and build defenses. A bounty hunter can find this small group of rogues and bring harsh justice to their leader. Report to Allison for a bounty. Message Barga. Someone has tacked a sheet of parchment to the board. All it says is Calder of Barga, payment on delivery. The scroll lacks any other markings. Lost shipment. Caravan containing precious iron bars was waylaid by brigands while heading south from the Spire Fortress. The merchants and guards were allowed to flee, but the wagons were lost. Any traveler can find out where the wagons were taken, can reward by reporting the location to Clive Darmon. That might have been what we found, right? Let's find out. Nope, apparently not. Um, we got a lot of quests. Heading south from the Spire Fortress. Alright. Temple of the Holy Sun. We have Malville. The temple is run by a muscular man with raven black hair, pointed beard, and a huge mace. He radiates confidence and barely contained power. I greet you to the Temple of the Holy Sun, Lost Wanderer. I am Malville, and I am willing to walk with you as we strive to find a way out of sinful darkness. What is the Temple of the Holy Sun? We are those who have learned in our imprisonment in the underworld the great truth. The sun is the spirit of goodness, the god that watches over us all every day. To be in the underworld is to be in eternal sin, and we must do all we can to return to the light. What does that say about the empire that put us here? They bask in the gaze of the glowing god, and we do not. Therefore, perhaps, we are the wicked and they are the good. So you believe the sun is a god? Of course. It has such power. Being away from it costs us so much. We can't even stare directly at it or it will injure our eyes. If the sun isn't a god, what is? I suppose that makes sense. Of course it does, and one day all Avernites will see the nature of their miserable condition and repent. Now, what else can I do for you? Are you the priest of this temple? I guard this place of light and peace in these dangerous times. I welcome all here who come with open hearts and peaceful intent and provide comfort and knowledge. I can teach you much and I can tell you of other centers of learning. Can you teach me any holy rituals? Cool. We can improve Word of Elements, which we will do. Um, I don't need to improve anything else. Who else might be able to teach me? I have learned of a distant monastery of healing monks found it. All of them attuned to the healing arts. Perhaps they might teach you too. I hope to journey there one day. They live north of Fort Drelon. I hear that around the river in that region you can also find the rarest of healing herbs, grey mold. That may just be a rumor. He grins. Well, you seem new to the area, so I'll tell you what's nearby. To the north is the Abyss, home to the misfits of Avernum. Fort Remote is to the south. It is small and of little military value. I have heard that the caves to its west contain a dragon, but I know little about it. Also, if learning magic interests you, I will sometimes help the more noble of the adventurers in our land. A dragon, can you tell me more? Not many people have been in the tunnels to the southwest, but one group went into them and went north. There they found a small cave, and in it they saw a dragon. Then they fled. That's all I know. And they might have made it up. Interesting. Well, we know the dragon is real. We went and met Sulfurus. Alchemist. Witch. Meet an ancient woman in a black dress. She is sitting behind the counter, grinding something with a mortar and pestle. There are a variety of spell books on the shelves behind her. When you enter, she looks briefly up at you, then she returns to her work without saying a word. What is your name? Names have power, my child, but I will tell you that I am an alchemist. Is there anything I can do for you? Any quests? She thinks, actually, I've been looking for a copy of the Valoran Bestiary. It describes several rare creatures that once lived on the surface. I think there is a copy in the Tower of Magi library. Go look and let me know if it's there. What do you sell here? I'm an alchemist. Many are my potions, and strange are their powers. I have many secrets, one of which may be interesting to you. One secret is 100 gold, and another is 200. And magical training is yet more. I can make potions for you as well. What is your cheaper secret? To the east, far to the east, is a cave of lava and steam. To the north of it, but not far, is a secret cavern. In it is the best source of energetic herbs. Use them well. What is your more expensive secret? I would not share this secret, but I see greatness in your eyes. Look near the castle of the giants, and you will find a wooded grove. Inside, you will find a good source of that rarest ingredients, mandrake. I've already found both of those. But spells, however, we'll head down here and see. We can improve Fire Blast, which we will do. Howl of Terror, I don't care about. Yeah, I'd rather just improve the Fire Blast, get that damage up. That's all of our money, though, on spells. Menta. You have the unique pleasure of meeting a sleazy-looking guy in ratty clothes. He has a scraggly graying beard and a unique odor. A rusty short sword hangs at his belt. Are they making a neckbeard joke here? This guy study the blade? You're a bit posh to be wandering in the back alleys, aren't you? I'm Menta. Maybe I know something that can help you. Right. What knowledge are you selling? Well, it's a surprise, but it's useful. If you give me 10 gold, I'll tell you what. Well, there are lots of bandits to the north of Fort Saffron. They steal from the Great Cave and fence the loot in the abyss, though I don't know how they get in the Great Cave in the first place. Now, for 100 gold, a modest fee, I'll tell you something about the jail. 100 coins? Nonsense. Then leave me be. I got a business to run. I don't even have 100 coins to give him. Statue of some long dead Dharma stares down at you haughtily. Then suddenly it blinks. What are you? Can you hear me? It ignores you. After continuing your one-sided conversation for a while, you depart. We have found like 3 of these statues now, ones that won't talk to us, and I think that's what we have to see Erica about. Let's go see if we can find that book in the library of the Tower of Magi before we end the video. Library. Where is the library? Is that here? This is certainly the library you're told to search in Darmon. Search it for several hours looking for the Valorum bestiary. Eventually, you find a rough catalog and it confirms your worst suspicions. The bestiary is nowhere to be found in the Tower of Magi. You'll have to report back with this unfortunate news. Fair enough. Let's go tell her. Went to the Tower of Magi, but the Valorum bestiary wasn't there. Oh dear. Well, I suppose I should pay you for that information. She hands you a small bag of coins, not the most impressive reward. Actually, I think I was misremembering. I think the bestiary was in Patrick's Tower. It's to the south, so it'll be easy to reach it. There's a catalog for his library. Read it and see if the bestiary is there. Okay, we'll go check Patrick's Tower then. These large books are catalogs describing in some detail the contents of Patrick libraries. You check to see if there's a copy of the Valorum bestiary here. Alas, there isn't. Okay, let's go tell her. Some very exciting... I don't know who I just ran into. There's a small group of Avernite soldiers patrolling the road. Ask about bandits on the road. When you turn to speak with them, they instantly get nervous. The more you ask them about the bandits you learned about in Darmon, the more uncomfortable they get. Finally, the leader says, "We've been found, boys. Our hunters look like easy prey, though. Let's help ourselves to that fine equipment." And then, with another word, they attack you. Okay. So we've ran into these guys earlier. Poor bandits. So much for easy prey, huh? These were definitely the bandits you learned about in Darmon. Now you're free to return for your bounty. Cool. You got two things to hand in here. Here it is. So we'll go talk to the mayor. Yeah, that was handed in that bounty. We'll go tell her about the book. Went to the library in Patrick's Tower, but the Valoran bestiary wasn't there. Oh dear, once again, my wishes are denied, and once again she pays you a tiny amount of money as a reward for your efforts. The only other place the tome might be is, well, hard to reach at the best. But if you ever get a chance to visit Erica's tower, look in her books and see if you can find the Valoran bestiary. I'll pay you if you can tell me whether it's there or not. Okay, that'll be when we get to Erica's tower, which we'll do eventually. We're running out of space here for sure. Okay. That, still have, so many quests. Whoa. Now, some of these are, like, repeatable ones, you know, but, let's take a look here. We have, two different, bandit quests to do. We have a ton of quests to do at Erica's Tower. That'll be a big story beat. Same with the going all the way up to Barga. We got a lot of stuff to do there. We still have to go get the papers for Pyrog. We have to make our way back up to Kias for the recruitment quest. We have to go to the castle, obviously, to get the golden key and to progress the main story. They'll probably want to send us here to the Slith Keep. We've done most of the exploration in the Great Cave now, it seems like, though. We gotta go do that for now. We got a bunch of stuff around here to do still, I suppose, moving up closer towards the Abyss. Perhaps what we'll do in the next episode is go to Bolsk, since we haven't been there yet. Look for that serpent ring. I don't remember who it was who actually wanted that. Let's take a look. Serpent ring. Dexter in City of Almaria. Yeah. So we'll have to head back to Almaria after we do that. Which is here, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright then. We will probably head up to Duranlon and make our way to Kios as well to hand in that and see what else he wants us to do. Pyrog will probably be the first dragon that we kill as well. So much stuff to do. But we will handle that in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one.